What is the actual best 10-day road trip that you can take through the United States?
Welcome to Good Mythical More Road Trip.
A lot of people, road trip. Listen, a lot of people, especially you European people, God love you. You have no idea how big the United States is. And you come over here and you're like, I'm going to see everything in the United States. And then you realize that your entire country that you live in is like the size of one of the states that we grew up in.
Yeah, they'll like put something on like a vacation board. Like I'm planning on going here and here and here, and then people just rip them to shreds.
But I will say, we're gonna design a trip that is for someone who's never been to the United States and has 10 days. This is based on what we know and where we think you should go. And I have
with zero preparation.
And I have just what I think is a good philosophy for the start. If I could pitch this, because I think you should start in the Pacific Northwest and you should swing down through California, and then we start making decisions from there. Because
you're saying you're not doing a round trip. You fly out of a different city.
Exactly. No reason to go back. And I think you got to pick a path across the United States. And I think there's just some things that you're going to have to miss. But I don't think you can miss like the Pacific Northwest, Seattle, Portland kind of thing. And you got to see California. And California has so many great things as you're coming down the coast. Like
I don't think
the most beautiful place I've ever been is probably Big Sur.
A lot of people want to go up the one or down the one too. So like that's a really great way to do it.
And then you start swinging out.
We can do multiple ones.
Okay.
We're going to do multiple ones.
But we got to pick all the destinations. We're building the perfect one.
Well, then we're going to choose because you can't do it all. I think we need to do something that's more of an East Coast or a Central, but let's start with the West Coast one.
Well, hold on. Look, because
and then we can choose which one is the definitive.
But if this person is coming one time, I know it's your birthday, but hear me out. This person's coming to the United States one time, and they have 10 days, and we want to give them the best.
They may not care about.
They're not coming back to the United States. They have to see LA and New York City. Those two things have to be in their trip if they're coming to the U.S.
What? Okay,
10 days.
All right. Well, then you can't go to Seattle.
Okay.
That's crazy, dude. You can't go to Seattle.
But
Los Angeles.
Me and you got from North Carolina to California in 5 days.
All right. Let's just illustrate this. So let's just say we're starting in Seattle. Because it's not just seeing stuff from your car. We're starting in Seattle, and then we're going to go to, where are we going to go in LA? Let's go to the Griffith Observatory, because that'll let you see all of LA.
And see what path that sends you down if you take that.
And that's 18 hours.
You do not want to take the path that it just sent you on, because that's sending you. That Central Valley is going to be tough.
Right. So you want to add a destination in the middle. You're saying, like Chase was saying, if you want to go to Big Sur, you're never going to get. You're crazy.
Okay,
you're never going to get anywhere.
Okay. Well, then I'm
going to move this up.
Then we have to. Is that Big Sur? How about you start? How about this? Start in San Francisco. Cut out the Pacific Northwest, and I think we might be able to get back to it. Maybe, probably not.
This is a better idea. So
start in San Francisco.
San Francisco
to Big Sur to LA.
Because you also
that's the beginning.
What's the let's go to the San Francisco Premium Outlets.
Yeah.
That's where we're going to start. You're going to start right there.
Yeah, because that whole road is 8 hours. Okay.
Now look at it, because the maximum amount you want to drive in a day, in my opinion, pushing it is 6 hours. That because you want to do stuff at places. I think you don't want to drive. I don't want to drive more than 5 hours.
I think you got to say 6 though.
But
because what you're talking about is a 3 hour block at one part of the day and a 3 hour block at another part of the day, because it's going to be worth being. And then some days where you're going over like a big part of like West Texas or whatever, if we get there, you might drive a little bit more.
Let's just go, instead of going to Griffith Observatory, let's go to Malibu.
All the Europeans want to go to Neptune's Net, get fish and chips.
Mm-hmm.
Where is that, in San Luis Obispo?
It's just like a hole in the wall.
No, that's in Malibu. I don't think you need to worry about specific. We'll let them make the decisions.
Well, I just cut out an hour.
Little traipses are. But now, where are you going to go? You got to keep going east. Maybe a rap will help us put us in a.
This is
So
not.
you're gonna take those?
Oh well, the thing you didn't hear is that Link said.
Can I say it?
For my birthday?
Can
he
I
wanted
say
me
it?
to do this.
Can I say it? You're so eager today.
Yeah, I am. Oh, it's your birthday.
Just
Okay.
for my birthday, relax.
Okay.
You're coming on too strong.
But I have so many.
I have
raps
the
that you're
keyboard.
that you're gonna love.
I'm in control.
Okay.
If you don't watch out, we're just going to spend 10 days in Idaho.
Oh, maybe that would be beautiful. Boise is great.
Yeah, it might get a little boring. I asked Rhett to do the raps for me because I like to hear his raps.
Link's ass so fat, he got a BBL. That stands for birthday boy Link, if you couldn't tell.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
See, I mean, okay, zoom out. We got to know where we're going to go at this point.
But use a nicer voice.
Please zoom out.
Don't use nicer words, just nicer tone.
Why don't you zoom out?
Yeah.
Okay, you don't need to go to San Diego. It's beautiful, but you don't need to worry about it. You do not need to go to Las Vegas. Okay, we're going to go ahead and tell you that right now. Skip it.
But you might want to go to. Do you want to go to the Grand Canyon?
Yes.
Because here's the good thing about the Grand Canyon.
Natural wonder.
The good thing about the Grand Canyon is you just drive up to it, you get out, you see it, and then you get back in the car and you leave, and that's pretty much what everybody does. You're not going to feel like, I need to hike down to the bottom. No, you're never going to do that. That's crazy.
And this is one of those
On a road
places
trip?
that I was talking about where you've got to drive more than 6 hours. Go LA to Grand Canyon and see how long that drive is and see what places that you could stop. Because I'm just telling you, there's not a lot of places you want to stop. Maybe Joshua Tree, I don't know, but
I'm changing this back to Griffith Resort because I do think that's where you should go. And then from there, you're going to go to the Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon,
Yep.
Arizona, which is a long drive.
Okay, so you're not going to be able to do all that in one day. And where does it send you? Where would you want to go that might be a good place to stop? This is tough. Getting from California to the rest of the country, there's the driving, it gets mind-numbing.
What I'm going to do is this. I want to create a new tab, and I want to create a copy of this tab. Where is that? I'll just do this. Whoops, that's not doing what I want.
So it's a choose your own adventure situation?
I just want to be able to know how many, how long it is to get to certain things. New tab to the right. So then I'm going to want to do this.
This is another thing that you might not know about America. Once you get into on this side of the country, you're driving forever and not seeing anything except desert. But then you get to the East Coast and you're going through like 7 states and you just had a nap. Like the concentration of the states and the cities is so crazy once you get to the East Coast. Once you get to that, like New York, Boston, Philadelphia, like Washington, D.C., we got to get them to that part of the country and still have time for them after seeing some of the American South. I mean, we're going to have to skip the Midwest. Sorry.
Where do you, yeah, it's just not going to work, dude. I mean, to get from LA to the Grand Canyon, it's going to be the middle of the night. Maybe not.
I mean, there's not anything worth seeing. And then, I mean, we're getting to this place where they're going to be tempted. You're going to be tempted to go to Vegas because it doesn't add that much time. It's the only thing. But I don't think you need to go to Vegas.
Yeah. Because what it's going to do is...
You're going to feel like giving up at this point. You just started, but you're going to feel like giving up.
So this is day 2. This is day 1.
We got to send them somewhere. We got to send them somewhere worth it.
All right, and we're saying 8 hours a day. So then I'm putting these in different tabs because it's the only way to know.
Was there a route that started us in Los Angeles and sent us to San Francisco and came back down? Do you think that would have been a good idea? You got to get to the Grand Canyon.
Let's keep going. All right, so bear with me here. I'm making this map. I'm making the same map again, and this is.
Are we
save
doing
some time.
3 maps?
We're doing a map for every single day because it's my birthday. So now from the Grand Canyon, where are we going? Where are we trying to go?
Maybe you started at the San Francisco premium outlets. Maybe there's some other really fun premium outlets in.
I'm sure there are right off the interstate. Because we're going to go from the Grand Canyon, and now we're going to go.
And then are you going to be going back and putting this into the original map so we know how long the whole trip is?
Well, it's 10 days. You only have 8 days.
So you're going to do a tab for every day?
I mean, are you prepared to? You're prepared to keep this like this?
Yeah, and just keep adding a destination. It feels way simpler.
Yeah, but then you don't know how you have to take into account how long you're actually driving each day.
Yeah. But, so we're not going to make them do that in one day. We're saying that you got to drive somewhere.
This is 2 days.
You're going to do some, you know what? Camp in the desert somewhere out there. Experience.
So now this is 3 days.
And now where do they go? Again, we're still hurting for choices because we're in the West.
I've never been to Santa Fe. I've heard really good things about it. And then I think you're going to go through, let's see, where does it take you through to go to Santa Fe? Santa Fe, New Mexico. See, the Grand Canyon, you gotta scooch up here and then come back down.
It's worth it.
You're gonna go through Flagstaff. I think you gotta do this. You're gonna miss most of. You can go through Amarillo, because now we got to get on with it.
Well, but this is the part where, once you get to Texas, you're getting to things that are like an iconic American experience kind of thing, right? But you don't want to send them all the way down to Austin because it's just all too big.
No, it's too big.
Maybe you just need to start in LA and then you need to fly to the East Coast. Hey, this is it.
That's not really a road trip, but
Yeah, but
it's not a road trip.
Don't tell anybody you flew.
There's no way you can get across in 10 days. Well, you're trying to get to New York. I mean, even if we just went straight to, to Manhattan. Where's it going to take us? 53 hours.
But if it's a road trip, if you're just like, I'm committed to the drive and I want to cross, like we've crossed the country in 5 days, and Jenna just crossed the country in 3 days.
I think it's a mistake. I think what you need to do is you just need to go up here to Portland, and you need to go down the Lost Coast. You need to go to Big Sur. You need to end up in Los Angeles.
You want a 10-day road trip that just does the West Coast?
Yes. Because I don't want to just be in a car the whole time.
And this is the only time they're ever going to be in the United States. One time in their entire life.
At least they'll experience some of it,
But then
it's like
they're going to be.
they're experiencing the inside of a car.
I went to the United States one time in my life for 10 days. What did you do? West Coast.
Give me another wrap.
I'm just trying to help you Europeans out. Okay?
I need 3 wraps at this point.
Link's the B-Day boy in the show's Golden Goose, mostly known for his mad fat caboose.
So also about my butt?
Check out Link with his big ass butt. He got his glasses at the Sunglass Hut. Okay.
Last time you did this, you had one about my ass.
And people got such a good reaction that I just leaned into it this time. Okay. Link's hair goes up, mine goes down. Have you seen Link's fat ass while you're walking around town?
This is so much better than the road trip.
Okay, I don't disagree with you in essence.
53 at 8 goes into 53
we have
how many
to,
times?
The challenge is to make it across, is to see as much of the country as possible. You might be right that this would be a slower pace for somebody who doesn't want to be in the car. But you got to see California and you got to see New York. You got to see those things. And so what is the best possible path from getting to California to New York to see the best part of America? We just have to make hard choices. This is about making hard choices.
I'm not on the right tab.
So,
All right.
if you are currently in Santa Fe, Mexico, where do you go to have the most interesting time? I think that you got to go. The choice at this point is to go low or to go high.
Don't go high. Let's go low.
You got to go low.
We also do have a
New Orleans is too
employee
far.
who's international who does have some thoughts on the choices you're making.
Who?
Davin's actually from Indonesia.
I didn't hear how you described him. I thought you said a
An
boy.
international employee is what I said.
He probably wants to go to Nashville, don't you, David?
Well, I was gonna suggest where you guys were. Like, if I were visiting to U.S. and only one time, I want to see like the Cowboys. Like, so where will that place be?
Santa
best?
Fe.
You got to
Santa Fe is definitely going to give you Cowboys.
I mean, if you're going to California, you can see him in Sun Valley in Los Angeles.
People want to see. I think
when you're driving out here,
that's no man's land. That's the problem. But once you get in here,
Nashville.
I think you got to send them at least to Dallas. I don't think you can go low. I think you get more interesting if you go
I've never been to Dallas.
Austin, Houston, New Orleans. You don't need in this. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to go from New Orleans and I'm going to go up to Nashville. And then I'm going to go to the east and I'm going to go up to New York. Because
New Orleans is really far south.
But it's iconic though, right? It's so specific. You get the Gulf of Mexico, so you get to see that. It's such a unique coast. And Austin and Houston and New Orleans is all like, man, this is crazy. It's gonna feel like a foreign, it's gonna feel like an alien planet to somebody from Europe to see the bayou, essentially, right?
And the food down there.
The food is incredible.
unique.
So then maybe when you go to New Orleans, then you want to go to Charleston?
Well, I think the question is, do you now work your way to the coast or do you work your way up to Nashville to see, I think you want to see the Blue Ridge Mountains. I think you're gonna have to skip the middle of North Carolina just because we're from there doesn't mean anything. And I think if you've seen New Orleans and you're having to go up through Mississippi and Alabama, you're getting the deep South experience. You can stop at Dollywood. So can you send them from New Orleans to Nashville?
Why did it, what happened that it's no longer our path?
Well, you figure that out.
I don't know why my path disappeared.
L to the I to the N to the K. Link's got a big ass even on his birthday.
What, you think it shrunk?
Yeah, see, I mean,
So now we're at 48. All right, so then, yeah.
but
I
in a
think this is
couple
gonna
of
work.
those days, you drove a long ways. You know what I'm saying? You just kept. You did
So
more
what's
than
our
6
total
hours.
hours that we're trying to hit here? Because
I think some of those days you may be like, let's bear down and get 10 hours on the road.
oh boy,
But
okay.
in some of them you'll be like, to now.
Because you want to. I mean, I'm trying to add this back. NYC.
Tennessee to New York.
There we go.
Your route has tolls.
You got to be ready for tolls. So then in Nashville, you're hitting. Let's see. So you're going up here through some construction zones, going right around Virginia. You might want to stop, David. You want to stop in Washington D.C.
I think you do. I think you want to stop.
Yes,
in
he
Washington,
does.
D.C. Yeah, that's a good call.
Also, I feel like time of year, like if you do this like around Mardi Gras for New Orleans, then you're probably also going to see like the Japanese.
You're gonna be
Blossoms
hungover,
in DC.
driving 10 hours the next day. I guess I'm not a road trip guy. I guess is what I'm learning.
That's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I want to spend when I go to if I drive for 6 hours, I don't want to drive for at least 2 days.
Yeah, this is a long
Hire
haul.
a driver.
This is a long haul thing where you've got 4 friends, you're taking turns driving, sleeping, like some people are sleeping in the car while people are driving. Like this is the see all of America, you're on the road a lot version.
And I would go west to east because it's a trudge going through all of this. But then once you get up here into the east, there's a lot more to see.
And basically,
You know?
what we have encouraged you to skip that maybe you thought that you needed to see, Chicago. I love Chicago. If you're going to go to New York,
Can't do
I'm
it.
sorry, you don't need to see it.
Can't do it. Can't get there.
The Great Lakes, they're just big oceans. It's just it's not that big of a deal. The Midwest, you're gonna feel like
Little oceans.
If you get into Nebraska at any point, you're gonna feel like you're gonna
Mistake.
you're gonna go back to Europe. You're gonna be like,
Yeah.
what are we doing here? Why is there
feel
so
good
much
about
corn?
this.
I'm going home. The thing that I want you to see in the U.S. that I think is worth seeing that you're not seeing is the Pacific Northwest, but you can't do it. You got to add another 5 days. But but you can skip Florida and Georgia, South Carolina. We're even telling you can skip North Carolina in this scenario because you're going to get to see Virginia and you're going to get to see Nashville. You could probably squeeze Memphis in there for New Orleans if you wanted to do that. That might be a slightly different little route there
Yeah, maybe.
to go straight up to Memphis
Yeah, maybe you could
to get some Memphis barbecue.
Yeah,
add that
but
little.
Memphis and Nashville, it's a bit redundant. But if you can make it with not a lot more time,
Because can't you see Graceland in Memphis?
yeah,
Do that. It's a very American thing to see.
all right.
You're
so now-
skipping like Ohio, Indiana.
You're skipping Ohio.
You
But
know,
Ohio's got like the world's largest basket. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah, we're not.
there's a lot here,
Not
but
gonna
I
happen.
think
Abercrombie
this
and Fitch
route
headquarters.
you're gonna see some really iconic American things, which I think as a European is what you're after, right?
Yeah, and go west to east, and give me another rap to close this thing
Okay,
down.
all right, I gotta make sure it's a good one. Okay. Link's hair is black and mine is reddish, but only one of us has a pregnancy fetish.
Go back to the ones about my big ass.
Okay. Happy birthday, Link. I hope I don't sound fake. Your ass so fat, let me get some of that cake.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Shop the Collegiate Collection now at mythical.com.